What's up, Scorpio? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, here to bring you your September 2020 read. I do appreciate all the love, support, donations, whether it's cash or whether it's, donating cards to the channel. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for the readings you reach out to me for. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. If you need a personal read, the information's in the box below. Alright, if you want to donate to the channel in any way, shape, or form, information's in the box below. There will be an extended to this reading, and that link's in the information box below as well. So we're going to do a Celtic cross for you. So while I'm getting these cards out, I'm just going to let you know what's going on with the planetary alignments. We got a lot of movement going on for September. Let's just talk about the planets that are going direct right now. We got Mercury going into Libra on September 9th. Mercury's all about communication. It's all about local travel. And we got it in Libra, which is about partnerships. So, you got a lot of people, partnerships also of all kinds, as well as legal situations of all kinds. So you got people who are going to be traveling for court, traveling for business partnerships of all sorts, relationships, local communication. You may get people who are everything from subpoenas to, finding out the results of your court document, your court situation. Maybe people are going to court, they're filing for anything from child support to, filing for business partnerships, incorporating all kinds of stuff, okay? In relation to communication about partnerships, dissolving partnerships, setting up partnerships, ending relationships, starting relationships, heavy energy in Libra in reference to communication. Then we have Venus going into Leo on the 12th. Venus is all about how you receive love, what you're attracted to. And if you look in a man's chart and you look at Vedic astrology, the Venus placement in a man's chart represents the ideal characteristics that he would like most in his mate. So just a little something for you guys who are into Vedic astrology, or you're trying to figure out, okay, there's a man who's like, okay, well, what characteristics, what is the ideal woman for me? Who should I be looking for? Well, take a look at your natal chart, and it'll give you an idea of what, some of the characteristics that would resonate with you best. So we got Venus going into Leo. Now, Leo is the house of speculative markets. So that's gambling, the stock market, bingo, the lottery, all that type of stuff. It's also the house where children, okay? It's the house of education. It's the house of your lovemaking style. Everything from, how you and your partner like to get down to the things that turn you guys on, whether you're into porn or whether you're into role play or whatever you're into. Covered all in the house of Leo. So, we got Venus there. So you're going to have a lot of people, turning the notch up in their lovemaking department with their partner. Some people wanting to get really creative. You may just feel that vibe and that energy to get really creative, to do something different in the bedroom. A lot of you are going to be focusing on your children because Leo is the house of children as well. So a lot of you may be focusing on your children a little bit more. Maybe you got additions coming into the family. Congratulations for those who got children coming in. You may find out you're pregnant. Some of y'all might get pregnant. Okay, really interesting energy with Venus and Leo. We also have Mars, which is already in its ruling house. Mars rules Aries. It's already in Aries, and it's going retrograde on the 9th. Mars is a planet of your desires, your courage, your ability to take action. When you get into survival mode, your Mars kicks in. So when Mars is in retrograde, that means that, just think of Mars as the warrior. The warrior, he's out there with his sword fighting a war, defending the territory. When he's in retrograde, he's not fighting, he's on furlough. He's at home chilling with the kids, enjoying family time. He's on the top of the hill with his legs crossed, sitting in the grass, looking at the flowers. That's Mars in retrograde. All right, so a lot of people are not going to be as, especially when it comes to business, it's going to be a time where people are not going to be as aggressive making those quotas. So all you bosses out there, you're on that chop, we got to make this quota. You may not be making those quotas, or you may barely be making them. It's just because of the energy that the planet is under right now. So don't be going and firing people, because it ain't their fault. All right. Hopefully your boss won't fire you. Hopefully if you understand astrology, you'll explain that to them, and maybe they'll have some leniency on you. And this energy is going to be around until around, I say Thanksgiving or so. So just keep that in mind when it comes to that Mars energy. Also, we got some planets coming out of retrograde in September as well. Now, in the house of Capricorn, which is the house of your career, your professional achievements, your professional endeavors, the house of your moral standing, your moral fiber, what you feel is right and wrong internally. We have Jupiter in there, we have Sagittarius in there, we have Pluto. Jupiter and Sagittarius are going to be going direct in September. Pluto we'll talk about a little later because Pluto's going direct in the first week of October. But in September, Jupiter is the planet of good luck, good fortune, everything good that'll happen to you, optimism, expansion, growth, all that great stuff. That's going to be going direct in the house of careers, your professional achievements, your moral standing, how people see you. That's the house of Capricorn. That's going to be going direct on the 11th. Okay? So, you're going to start to see, those of you who've been making plans to change your career, and you're looking at, when Jupiter is in direct, you were in the mind state of, do I want to change careers? Is this career path that I chose leading me to the good fortune, the good luck, the money, the happiness, the expansion and the growth that I, set out to get? And if it isn't, then when Jupiter was in retrograde, you were supposed to be revamping your plans to get yourself in that position. And so now that Jupiter's going direct, now you can go full steam ahead with those plans, all right? So the same thing with Saturn retrograde in Capricorn. Now Saturn is all about your routines, your patterns, laws, authority, time, and it's going direct on the 29th, which is towards the end of the month. But we're going to start feeling the energies towards the middle of the month. So what happens with this, a prime example of Saturn being in retrograde in Capricorn is at your job. Right now with COVID, everything going on, say you work in a medical facility, or you work in the medical field, you work in a doctor's office. Before, when someone comes into the doctor's office, they just come on in, they go up to the desk, they check in, they go sit in the waiting room, they wait to be called, and they go into the back to the doctor, get seen, and then whatever's done there, and then they come out. That's how it used to be before COVID-19. Now what goes down with COVID-19 is, now first of all, before you even step into the office, you need to wear a mask. Everybody in the office has got on a mask. So you step in, you wear a mask. Now you have to stand in a certain position. The nurse will come right up to you with that gun, point it at your head, take your temperature. That's something that was never done before. Then you step up to the station when they tell you to step up to the station. And then you give them your information, and then they tell you to sit in a certain seat. They'll mark the seat where you sit. Like if you're in a lobby and there's a bunch of seats next to each other, every other seat is blocked. You know what I mean? And then when you go into the doctor's office, you can't even take your mask off in there. You have to, talk to the doctor through your mask. Your doctor has a mask on as well. So, that's a situation that is Saturn governed, because Saturn's about rules, regulations, procedure, protocol. So when Saturn was in retrograde, you saw that happen in, your work environment, which is what Capricorn rules. So that's an example of Saturn in retrograde. So now Saturn is going to be going direct in Capricorn. So the things that you used to do in the past, the protocols, and even in your job, it doesn't matter if you work in a medical office or not. The protocols, the way you do things, your routines, your schedules, those things have changed now. Okay, whether it's via COVID-19 or maybe it's just a matter of those things are outdated and they need to change. For example, if you're a company that was, producing cassette players, cassette decks, those cassette tapes. If you're a company that was producing cassette tapes and it was Saturn retrograde and you heard about, oh, what is this disc? This is a disc? People are playing music on disc now? And it's not real popular right now, but it's just something that came out. Your company, you're supposed to be like, okay, we need to be on top of whatever the latest thing is that people are listening to as far as music. But because you didn't think that it was going to go anywhere, because you ignored or didn't even know anything about astrology, and realize that Saturn tells you when things are outdated, because Saturn is Father Time. These are the things you used to do. If you're moving forward because times are changing, you're trying to do old things that don't work, it's not going to work for you. So those company owners who had the cassette tape players, if they didn't try to find out what was going on with the CDs and how they worked and looking into the technology for that, they went out of business. The only companies who survived in that arena were companies who adapted to putting music on CDs, taking it from the cassette player or the record and putting it on a CD. Those who didn't do it, they went out of business. So this is how important Saturn in retrograde is. It's about getting rid of old, outdated things that no longer work for you, figuring out what you need to do to change it, and then when it goes direct, you implement the new changes. So it's going direct at the end of the month. So if you haven't thought about it in reference to your career, how you go about doing whatever it is you do at your job, the routines, the patterns, the schedules that you have set up, you're going to have to change that. And if you don't, things are not going to work out for you. Also, like I said, Pluto is in Capricorn as well, but we'll talk about that towards the end of the month. We'll talk about that in October because Pluto goes direct in October. So we got 3 planets coming out of retrograde, going direct. That's beautiful. But Mars is going direct on the 9th, okay? Now, Uranus is currently in retrograde in Taurus. Taurus is the house where you make your money. Capricorn is the house of your career aspirations, your career achievements when you climb that corporate ladder. But your actual money, the money you make climbing that corporate ladder, that has to do with Taurus. And Uranus is a planet of uniqueness, individuality, spontaneity. It could be looked at as a planet of rebellion, but it's the planet of your inner genius, okay? It's the planet of your inner inventor, the inventor in you. It's a planet about forward thinking, moving forward in time, technology. It's futuristic. Anything that's futuristic, sci-fi falls under Uranus. Technology falls under Uranus, all right? So this planet is in retrograde, all right, in the house where you make money. So a real life scenario in reference to how this works is Uranus, like I said, it deals with the internet. So think about that for a minute with COVID and what happened with people. And now what are people trying to do? People are trying to find ways to make money online, okay? Because they're trying to find out how to change with the time. So you incorporate that Saturn retrograde energy with Capricorn and that Uranus and Taurus energy with how you make money, and you come up with futuristic, genius idea, individualistic ways for you to make money using technology. So a lot of people are going to be, doing their business online now. You see a lot of businesses doing that. You got a lot of companies that hire for remote access for you to work from home. That's a prime example of Uranus in retrograde in Taurus. All right, so it works hand in hand with Saturn in retrograde. Now, Neptune's in retrograde as well in the house of Pisces. Now, Neptune is a planet about illusions. It's about seeing something in an example would be, okay, say I tell you, oh, I live in this grand apartment at the top floor, my penthouse apartment, and you come over and I live in the top floor of a regular, okay, I live in the top apartment of a Section 8 or public housing complex. No shade to disrespect to people who live there, but it's from one extreme to another. I glamorized it. I made it seem as if I lived in a penthouse, in an apartment, in a condo at the top of a building. In reality, I live in a public housing authority. I may live in a top floor, but as far as the money, I embellished a bit on how it looked and how it was. All right, so that's what Neptune's illusion will do for you. Now, when Neptune is in retrograde, this scenario is you saying, okay, well, can I come over? I would love to see your apartment. And I'd say, sure. You'd come over, you find out, wait a minute, this is public housing. This is not a condo, a building of condos. This is public housing. So this person lied. So they come to your house and then that's when the rose-colored glasses of Neptune retrograde appear. You take those rose-colored glasses off and you see what the reality is. So yeah, that's what Neptune's about. People embellishing, making something more than what it is, giving you the illusions, glamorizing something, making it something more than what it is. And then it's even in reverse. People will look at something. It's like, okay, well, I got a cut. It's like, oh, you're cut. You're bleeding all over the place. Oh, I don't feel it. It's a small cut. It's minor. But, this person looks at your cut and is like, no, it's very deep. You should go to the doctor. You're like, oh, it's nothing. And your mother's like, no, go to the doctor. You're bleeding. And you end up going and you find out it's a 6-inch deep cut. You need stitches. So that's you looking at a situation like, oh, it's nothing. It'll stop bleeding in a little while too. You need surgery. You need surgery. And getting stitches is a surgical procedure, okay? So, downplaying things and embellishing and making it more than what it is, that's that Neptune energy. So when Neptune's in retrograde, which has been in retrograde since June, now it's all about you seeing things for what they really are. Those were just minor examples of Neptune in retrograde. Some people have done some real dirty deeds, some real nasty things that they refuse to accept responsibility for. Because remember, Neptune's in the house of karma, which is Pisces. So people are seeing the reality of the things that they did, that they downplayed, but were really major things. We're hurting other people, taking advantage of other people, doing things that will bring you bad karma. So now with Neptune in retrograde, people are getting their karma, and a lot of people are not happy. Okay, whether they did you wrong, something like, okay, this person did you wrong in a relationship and you ended up breaking up with them. And now Neptune's in retrograde, and now they want to come back to you and confess that they love you, they want to be with you, you were the best one they ever had, da, 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 da. So you're telling this person, no, I'm done. You hurt me so bad, I could never go back. Well, that's Neptune retrograde. That's them getting their karma. So that's an example of what's going on. So a lot of people are not going to be happy. All right, so hopefully it's not you. But if it is, understand astrology. Plant better seeds, do things that are going to be bringing you good karma, because this is the time for you to do it. All right. So that wraps up all of the planetary alignments and changes that we're going to be seeing coming up in September. So I just want to give you an overview so that you have an idea of what's going on with you. If it's not you, your family members. If it's not your family members, then it's maybe the people around you, colleagues, or just on a global scale, because we're all being affected by these energies in some way, shape, or form. So let's get into your reading. Overall energy, 5 of Cups, 2 of Cups, Knight of Swords. So I feel like for some of you, I feel like you got somebody, okay, a lot of you are breaking up with someone, you're leaving a connection, but you're meeting someone else. Some of you have to choose between 2 people, Scorpio. Okay? These 2 people here. This is a person that you're letting go of. You're mourning the loss of a relationship. But then there's somebody here. Okay? And we know that because we got the 2 of Cups that came out next. So some of you are meeting somebody new. I feel like this is new energy. And I don't know if this is the ex that you're mourning who may not want you to be with someone, or this is somebody, but this is somebody rushing in. We need to find out what this Knight of Swords is about. What are they rushing in about? Is this somebody rushing in to tell you how they feel, but they don't know how to tell you, so they're only going to tell you so much, but they really want to be with you? What is this about? Let's see. Current situation, Page of Swords reverse. Clarify with the Hierophant. All right, Page of Swords reverse. Okay, Page of Swords reverse is legal news for me. Okay, it talks about legal news, legalities. I told you, see, your 12th house is where Mercury is going to be. Okay, so you could have somebody coming in, communicating with you, telling you, well, it could be you in a situation where you're filing for divorce. Your person could have filed for divorce. Or you could have been dealing with someone who was married or who was legal or in a relationship, and they're coming to tell you that they're not in that relationship. Or you could be dealing with someone who's not telling you that they're married and in a relationship. But we'll find out as we go along. But there's some news here with the Page of Swords reversed. Somebody's not telling you something. Or there's bad news. Or there's legal issues. Because that's what the Page of Swords in reverse represents. And then we have the Hierophant here. So this could be court. So some of you, you may be getting some documentation in the mail about court that you may not know is coming. It could be about anything. But let's see. So in the past here we have the 3 of Cups reverse. You not reuniting with someone. You not reconnecting with someone. Someone who could have been a fake friend, who could have been dishonest to you. This could have been someone that gossips about you, talks about you. This is this person's energy from in the past. Now in the more recent past, I feel like this person has come to you and wanted to make amends. Okay, this could be them rushing in. This could also be this person. They may have been in a relationship with someone. You could have met someone, right? And they were in a relationship with someone. Maybe they didn't tell you about it with the Page of Swords and the Hierophant. Maybe they did. Okay? But I feel like this could also represent the fact that they're mourning the loss of that person. They're wanting to get with you. So they're going to come to you and rush in and tell you that, for some of you, that they separated from this person. They may have filed for divorce from this person. They could be lying to you about it, but this is someone that you decided you don't want to reconnect with because it could have been a third party situation with the Three of Cups reversed. So I feel like this person may be coming back to you for whatever reason, okay? And where your head is at is you're focused on making money. You're focused on your ships coming in, things like that. I think this is what you did. Actually, this is you focusing on your money. So you decided to let that person go, let go of that third party situation, and you just start focusing on you and making money. So your head right now is you seeing your ships come in. Things are getting better for you financially. You're in a beautiful state of mind here with this. All right? This is good energy. Now, in your fears, let's see. We have the Sun card. Why are you fearing the Sun card, Scorpio? You're fearing that somebody got someone pregnant. You're fearing success. Are you afraid of success? Or are you afraid this person is coming to you because they see you doing well? They see you successful now. Because like I said, your ships are coming in. All right? And this could be something that is known. People could see it. People could be watching you. And see, they could be watching you and not telling you with the Page of Swords reverse here. All right? And this Hierophant could be you, this could be your occupation. You could be someone who is educated, because Hierophant could represent education. But we're going to clarify and find out. Let's go through the rest of the cards and then we'll piece this together. So how this person sees you is the Queen of Wands in reverse. Now, I feel like this person sees you as just a sex object. This is what I'm feeling here. I feel that strongly. Your hopes. You have the Seven of Cups. You're hoping in reverse. You're hoping that you see things clearly. Okay? Because you're in your head like, what does this person really want? Why are they here? What do they really want? I feel like it's the person that wanted to reconnect with you and you're like, no. So now they want to come back. And you're like trying to get clarity on the situation. Like, should I give this person another chance? Should I not? So I don't know if this is a new person or not. For some of you, I feel it could be new. For some of you, it may not be. But the outcome is, so for some of you, I was just saying for some of you, it could be new. For some of you, it's not. I feel like it's not a new person. Because this is a karmic cycle wrapping up. This is the outcome. You're going to wrap it up. You're going to cut this person short. Because you're not happy. You have a whole new change of in the future here. This is the Four of Cups reverse. You don't even look at the situation anymore. You don't even consider this person. At one point, you were unhappy. You're no longer unhappy. You're no longer tied to that situation emotionally. And I think that's why this person is rushing in. Because they feel you moving away from them. They feel you moving away from them. So they're like, oh, wait a minute. No. I'm going to rush in and offer. No. Because you're healing from this. You're no longer grieving over them. You're no longer stressed over them. You're no longer frustrated about the disappointment in the situation, because there was some disappointment here. All right. And for a lot of you, this is somebody who's dealing with someone else, whether you were married to this person or not. So the current situation is, I feel for a lot of you, is if you're married to this person, you filed paperwork and you may not have said anything. That's for some of you. Okay? You filed paperwork and you may not have said anything. Now, in the recent past here, I feel like, like I said, your financial situation is blowing up. Okay? You're getting better in your situation financially. Your ships are coming in. And I feel like this person sees that. I feel like they see that. So I feel like a lot of them are going to come in and lie to you and tell you that they want a traditional relationship with you. But if you look at how they see you, we know they're lying. And you're concerned about that too. Because this is what's in your hopes. You want clarity on a situation. You want to find out if this person is really sincere. Because in your hopes, you're like, does this person come into me because they see me doing well? They see now that my ships are coming in. I'm doing well financially. Now they want to come and tell me that they want to be in a relationship with me. If that's the case, what's this Page of Swords in reverse about? Because they're lying. They're not being honest. And we know with the Knight of Swords, this person is not somebody who's 100% honest. The Knight of Swords will tell you what they need to tell you. So this person is going to lie. Like I said, they are still in a third-party situation. Even if they aren't or not, they're not interested in a serious relationship. But they're going to lie and tell you that they are to hold on to you. Because I feel like they see you doing well. This is a card of success. Also, what this could be is you are afraid that if you get with this person could be trying to get you preggers, or could be trying to get pregnant by you. Okay? Because they see you as somebody that they want to have sex with. You know they want the sex. They know they want it. So I would not be surprised if this is what you're feeling. Okay? And so with this Neptune in retrograde energy here, with Pisces here, this is Pisces in reverse, Neptune in retrograde, you're hoping to get clarity in a situation because you're not trying to get caught up in a situation here. And like I said, for a lot of you, this is a karmic situation that you're going to bring to a close. You're going to let this person know, sorry, I'm not going to do this. I just don't feel comfortable with it. You know, I'm no longer interested in that situation. For a lot of you, I feel like you're no longer interested in being in a relationship. For a lot of you, I feel like you're just focused on your money and doing your thing. But I feel like you got to be careful with this person. I know you got to be careful with this person. These cards are telling me that for sure. So what we're going to do is we're going to go and extend it, Scorpio, because this is pretty somewhat cut and dry. But, you know, you never know, because when we get to clarifying, some other things could come out. I want to know what this Page of Pentacles is all about here. Is this really about you making money? Or is this person upset because you don't want to reconnect with them because they were with someone? So they're going to tell you that they're no longer with that person. They're going to try to offer the Two of Cups, but they're not being 100% honest with you. So here they come. But look at how they're coming. They're not coming as the Page of Cups or the Page of Wands. They're coming as the Page of Pentacles. So this is why I feel like this person sees your ships coming in just like you see them. And this is why you may be afraid to let them in. Interesting. Interesting. But we're going to find out what their intentions are. We're also going to pull from my deck that talks about the characteristics of this individual. So we definitely going to find out what their motives are. We're going to find out what's going on. But I think because you're already intuitive and you're already on point, you probably already feel that this person is coming back. And I feel like you've already shut the door before they even tried to come back. If this person hasn't already tried to reach out to you, you're just like, no, this is a wrap. I'm good. I know you're a karmic connection, and I've been through everything that I'm going to go through with you. I'm not doing it. I feel like this person is lying to you. Okay? So Scorpio, let's go to the extended. The link's in the box below. If this resonates as is, please feel free to click the like button. Make sure you hit the notification bell. That way you'll know when I post. And then subscribe if you haven't already. So subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like if it resonates. For some of you, I've been getting feedback from you all. Some of you have been telling me that you're not seeing the postings that I do. I post every week. So if you're not getting alerts of me posting, then what you may want to do is unsubscribe and then resubscribe and hit the notification bell. For a lot of people, that works. All right? So try that. We're going to go to the extended, Scorpio. If I don't see you there, I'll see you in the next reading. Peace out.